All right now. Listen. Welcome back to the Kingdom Wealth channel. It is Pluto. I got something for y'all today. I got something for you today. And I'm going to tell you, the purpose of this video is to shift some hearts and shift some mindsets out there. I mentioned that we're going to be talking about biblical principles on this channel. We're going to be talking about economics and stuff as well. But we also going to be talking about mindset, decision making. Okay? Because I'm in the business world. I make decisions every single day. Okay? One wrong decision can impact something. One wrong decision can impact me missing something. One wrong decision can impact me missing a blessing. Okay? I don't want to miss no blessings. I'm not missing nothing that God done sent me. I ain't missing nothing. That's one thing that I had been really praying about. I had been praying, Lord, don't let nothing else slip through my hands. Don't let nothing else slip through the cracks because I can't afford it. I can't afford to be missing your blessings. God, if you're going to alley-oop me a blessing, then I'm going to slam dunk it. And I mean it. I mean it straight up. So I'm going to tell you something. Look, I'm going to say this, y'all. Look, I'm hoping to shift somebody's mindset today. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm hoping to shift somebody's mindset today. That's the goal of this video. Straight up. That's the goal of it. One thing I want to say is when you are divinely connected to God and divinely connected to heaven, everything in this world is yours. And I mean everything. But the thing about everything being yours is you have to actually sit up and claim it and believe that it is yours. You have to believe that it's already done. You feel me? You can't just say, oh, hey, well, it's done, and then you don't believe it. It just don't work like that. God don't work like that. God sees our heart and sees the faith in us. Okay? That's what this is. He sees the heart and the faith in us. So look, I want to talk about something today. And what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about Joshua chapter 6. Okay? I want to talk about Joshua chapter 6. I want to say that, you know, in Romans chapter 8, it says, if God be for you, then who can be against you? Okay? That's what it says. It says, if God be for you, then who can be against you? In other words, who want this work? Because I got the Lord of heaven behind me. Who want this work? Who can stand against God? Nobody. No man can stand against God and win. And that's the truth. Okay? So I want to talk about Joshua chapter 6 today. Joshua chapter 6 was the fall of Jericho. Okay? Joshua chapter 6 was the fall of Jericho. So at this time, a whole generation of Israelites, everybody had died off. Moses had died. And you know, Moses had passed away. They had just, you know, buried Moses. And then there was a whole nother generation that was raised up. And that was Joshua. It was a Joshua generation. Now, Joshua actually took the place of Moses. He took the leadership role of Moses. Okay? And God spoke to Joshua. God was speaking to Joshua in replacement of Moses, because Moses had passed. God told Joshua. He basically said, Joshua, I've delivered Jericho into your hands. Jericho is a land. Jericho was a land. Basically was a land. Was a like I was saying, Jericho was a land. It was a rich piece of land. Okay, it's a rich land that God actually wanted the Israelites to go and conquer. Okay, so God basically, Joshua's the leader. Okay, God done spoke to Joshua and said, hey man, look, your blessing is over that hill over there. I'm gonna need you to go claim that. I'm gonna need you to go claim that right now. Okay, so this is what Jericho was. Jericho, it wasn't a big piece of land. Jericho was a land that actually, it measured about roughly a half a mile in circumference. So we're talking roughly about 7 acres or so. Okay, it was about roughly 7 acres, but it was a rich piece of land. It was a kingdom. Okay, this is what God wanted them to go and conquer. But the thing about this is that God had already told them, look, I done already delivered them into your hands, which means that, hey, it's already yours. Only thing you got to go do is go and claim it. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to do nothing else. You just got to go claim it. That's it. Okay? So, but in their claiming, here's the thing about this. In their claiming process, there was instructions that they had to follow. God gave the Israelites instructions that they had to follow. So here go Joshua. Joshua gonna go to the people and talk to them and tell them, say, hey, look, this is what the Lord done told me. This is what we got to do. This is the instructions that we got to follow. And then if we follow those instructions, then that land is ours. This is what this is. Okay? So what did Joshua do? Joshua, like I said, he talked to the people. He told them already. Okay, boom. Now they had to take massive action. They didn't have time to wait. They had to take massive action. They had to go. They said, if God done told you this, listen, we need to get up and we got to get moving right now. We got to go right now. Okay? We done been waiting out here. We done been waiting out here for 40 years. And you mean to tell me our blessing is over that hill already? It's right now? Bruh, bet. We going, all right? So, like I was saying, God, he gave them instructions. And here's what the instructions was that God gave them. He said, God told Joshua to tell the people, said, march around the city once. And this you should do it for 6 days. Very detailed instructions. God told him, he said, march around the city. He said, march around the city once. And this you should do it for 6 days. Okay, sound pretty specific. That's a pretty specific instruction. Okay. And he said, and then God told them on the 7th day, they shall march around the city 7 times. And then the priest shall blow the trumpet. But the other thing about that was that Joshua told the people not to make a single sound at all. So these people is out here walking around the city. They walking around the city every single day. Okay, they walk around the city every single day. They doing what the Lord done told them to do. Okay, Joshua done told them not to make a single sound. They marching, walking every day. Every day we got to walk around the city once. All right, on the 7th day, now we walk around 7 times. Okay? So when they had marched around the city, when they marched around the city 7 times on the 7th day, let me tell you what the Bible say. The Bible say, and it happened. They got instruction. They got divine instructions from God. Okay, they got a leader that's taking action. He's taking massive action. Okay, his decision making was on par at the time. If Joshua's decision making wasn't on par at the time, then nobody would have got free. That's the truth. So here we go. On the 7th day, it said it happened. The walls came crashing down. The walls fell down. The people claimed the land. They claimed what was rightfully theirs the whole time. This is what happened. This is what happened. The people were able to claim their land. So back then, land and children back then were actually a form of wealth. Okay? That was a form of wealth. So this essentially was a wealth transfer. God had delivered their enemies into their hands. Okay? Jericho walls fell down. They claimed the land. They claimed what was theirs. They claimed it. They said, I claim it as mine. What's yours? It's a lot of things to unpack with this story. Because for the simple fact, I'm gonna just say this. When it takes like 3 things to claim what's rightfully yours. Confidence. Massive amount of confidence. That's number 1. No timidness. Okay? In 2 Timothy, it says that for the Spirit of God does not make us timid, but of peace, but of power, love, and a sound mind. That's 2 Timothy. Okay? So that literally means, guys, God didn't give us the spirit of fear. Stop being scared. We got to stop being scared. We got to stop being timid. We can't be timid. That's a word that really grinds my gears. Timid. But somebody called me timid. I'm like, what you say? Being so serious, man. We got to stop that. We can't be afraid because the Spirit of God, when we got the Spirit of God living in us and operating through us every single day, we ain't got time to be scared. We ain't scared. Scared of what? Scared of what? But the last thing, so massive amount of confidence. Stop being timid, no timidness. And the third one, taking massive, I'm talking about massive action. Massive immediate action. Stop saying you're going to do it later. Because you know you ain't. Because the moment that you keep on saying that you're going to do it later, you actually going to miss the blessing that God actually sent you. And I said from the beginning, I ain't missing no more blessings from him. And so you shouldn't either. You know? My thing is, if Joshua would have missed, let me tell y'all something. If Joshua was a leader that didn't take action, extreme action from what God had told him, The walls would have never fell down. They'd have never claimed Jericho. Hey, look, Jericho will still be there. For somebody else. Look, somebody else would have claimed Jericho. And the truth is, no one would have gotten free from bondage. No one would have got free from bondage at all. So it takes instructions from the Lord, instructions from heaven. Okay? Not only does it take instructions from heaven, but it takes massive amount of confidence, no timidness, and to take massive action. One time I had asked, it's funny, I had asked myself, I kept on asking myself, I was like, man, I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing right now, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I asked myself this, and it's wild because what's really funny is my pastor had come to me and she had told me, she said, ask God what you're supposed to be doing. Ask him what you're supposed to be doing with your day. Ask him who you're supposed to be talking to. Ask him who are the people that you're supposed to be connected with. Ask him what you're supposed to be doing at that moment, at that time. Ask him. Ask him. And then from that moment that I started asking God, like, Lord, early in the morning, I wake up, Lord, what am I supposed to be doing today? I kid y'all not. Things would just start dropping on me. Things would start dropping. Like stuff out of the blue. You're supposed to be doing this today, Pluto. I asked him, I said, Lord, who am I supposed to be talking to today? What contracts do I need to send out today? What people do I need to talk to today? And he'll give it right to me. He'll give it to me. He just drop it. Boom. Point me in the right direction. These are the things that I always pray. I pray, Lord, point me in the right direction of the people I need to talk to. Point me in the right direction of the things that I need to do, the task that I need to do. And as I started praying these things and asking him, those tasks, those things, they would just start dropping out of nowhere. They started just dropping on me, y'all. Ask him. It's the relationship. The relationship, in our relationship with him, he gives us instruction. In our relationship with him, he gives us divine instructions on the things that we need to do, on the tasks that we need to accomplish. Only through him. Only through him. And so, you know, what are instructions in your life right now that God has given you, and you know he's given them to you? You just ain't even adhered to them yet. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, you better hurry up and adhere to them before you miss that blessing or you miss that opportunity. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't missing no more opportunities. I ain't missing no more blessings from him. And I mean that. And I said what I said. So you shouldn't either. And so I say this, y'all. Look, I hope that this video echoes to you. I hope you have ears to hear. Okay? Hope you have ears to hear. And like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Okay? Go out and claim what's yours. Go claim it. Claim it. And tell them it's yours. I love you guys. Have a great night. It's getting late and I'm about to get off of here. Take care. And until next time, Pluto will see you on the other side.